What's going on, guys? John Boy here, coming at you with a wrap up in this little silver series that we've been doing. Um, Wanted to kind of go over a few examples of bullion related silver with you guys. Obviously, we have ourselves here a Morgan, and I know that's not technically bullion. But a lot of people collect it as if it were bullion these days. Now, Morgans, they do have some numismatic value to them as well as pure silver value. So you have to take that into account. The example I have here is what I would call a cleaned Morgan. It does still have a little bit of cartwheeling, as you can see. I'm trying to get my camera to focus here. Yeah, there is some cartwheeling here in the field. So, it might fool a lot of people, but if you look at this under the scope, you can especially see around the lettering where it has been wiped down. And that's something you see a lot of, especially from companies such as this. These companies, they'll even put it in a pretty little slab for you to make it look all nice and official. But at the end of the day, it is a cleaned coin in a lot of cases. Now, you may luck up and get something genuine from these folks. That can happen. Not everything they hand out and peddle to the public is going to be cleaned and worthless. But I wouldn't say worthless. Like I said earlier, it is a Morgan dollar. It is a genuine Morgan dollar, as they say here. That's true. But as far as numismatic value, when you clean a coin, it takes away pretty much any value that thing had. So, additional value, I should say. You still have about an ounce of silver there, so there's that. And, these days you can get silver spot price. It fluctuates these days between 22, 26 bucks. You can usually sell above spot, safely 30 bucks. That's usually not a problem. But yeah, we'll go over a few examples of the silver that I have here, and one by one kind of show you what to look for and what to try to get and try to avoid, hopefully. So like I was just saying with the other from the PCS Stamps and Coins Company, this is something else that's pretty common to see. First Commemorative Mint, another company that's, they got to make their money, I guess, but I'd rather them not make it on me. And this here is another cleaned example of a Morgan. It's all nice and pretty, shiny. It still has good details. So, cleaning a coin like this is really pointless. The fact that you can still see all these details on here, tells me that this thing hadn't been circulated all that much. And they went through and cleaned these coins to give them a better look, I guess you could say, to the general customer who isn't aware, make them feel like they got a great deal. But I mean, this coin here, I'd like to send it in to be graded just to, it would waste money, but just to show you guys how that would play out. You send this to any good grading company, it's going to come back as a clean coin, no doubt. I'm not going to do that because, like I said, I'm doing this to save money and prepare for, future endeavors, and just to, it's another form of savings, and I'm not trying to blow money. So really, this will just stay like this in my collection. It's not going to change. And like the one I showed earlier, which is this 1921 here, we got two more examples, 1900 and an 1889. These are all Philadelphia mint, as it says here. That much is true, I can tell you on these. Philadelphia minted Morgan silver dollars. Who doesn't like a good Morgan? But you're going to find a lot of cleaned or not quite so honest Morgan dollars out there. So, really, from a collecting standpoint, I'd rather see something that's, a little dirty, got a little wear on it. To me, that's more valuable than something like this that's been tinkered with and messed around with. But it is, like I said, worth the silver no matter which way you want to spin it. So for that reason, these will stay in my collection. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I didn't spend a thing on these. These were given to me as gifts. What really irritates me is the person that gave them to me is a family member, and they're the ones that caught the brunt of this nonsense. They overpaid for these, no doubt. Gave them to me as a gift because they know I love collecting coins, really into coins and currency, and I appreciate it, no doubt. I love the fact that they thought of me and spent their money in that regard, but it just irritates me to no end knowing that they overpaid for these. But yeah, moving along to another example of silver here, and looking at this Silver Eagle. This is a 2018, obviously West Point minted. This one here, Annex, not the most favored grading company out there, but I trust them for the most part. If I see something in an Annex slab, I'm confident that I can purchase it and know that it's nothing too far off. But yeah, this here, 1 ounce of silver, really good shape, mint state 70. Yeah, I would agree with that. This hasn't been touched. Yeah. Silver Eagles. So this right here is a pure example that hasn't been messed with. You can feel confident that this is the real deal. Good, honest Silver Eagle there. Moving along, you may see something roaming around in the wild like this. These gold-plated silver eagles. In my opinion, you know, this has been messed with. Gold plated, you've altered the original form of the coin. To some people, this would be looked at as more valuable. To me, I like it. It's a nice looking coin. You know, good details all around. The plating, it really is pretty neat, not gonna lie. Beautiful coin. But it's not in its original form, such as this here. This is all opinion, what I'm spitting out here, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, numismatic value here is going to be less than here. Less valuable, more valuable. As far as silver weight goes, identical, no difference whatsoever. So if that's what you're going for, and if you can purchase this for silver weight alone, no problem, go for it. What I'm getting at here is do not overpay for this. Sellers will put a $10, $15, $20 premium just because of the gold plating. Keep walking. If you see a deal because it's gold plated, the amount of gold on this, it's not worth it. Nowhere near worth the premium that they'll charge for it. So save your money unless you're spending for pure silver spot price. Don't go there. Couple more examples of the same thing. Wanted to show you guys here. Like I said, these are very neat looking coins, especially when you see the two kind of opposite plated. You know, that's where these companies that get you. They're pretty. I will not deny that. And you can tell they're uncirculated, you know, perfect cartwheeling. Would have been mint state, but you're not going to get a grade if you were to send these in. I don't think it's going to be considered an altered coin. But either way, they're pretty. We'll give them that. Same thing with the Morgans I was showing you guys earlier. These are gifts. I didn't spend a thing on those. Bring up one more example of something you guys need to avoid. This looks like a good old silver eagle here. 2019. Good looking coin on the obverse here. Wait till you flip it over. Shabam. So this is another one that really irritated me. It was a gift to me. I'm a nerd, not gonna lie to you guys. I enjoy space related things, coin collecting. It's a crossover. We got best of both worlds here. And the person that gave it to me knew that. They overpaid for that. Silver price only. It's an altered coin. You can see it's completely uncirculated. Now, if you wanted to take something that was totally messed up and damaged and do this to it, go for it. But there was no reason. And here's another thing. It comes with its own certificate of authenticity. Yeah, Littleton, looking at you. Quit ripping people off. Put it in a little nice package here, make it look pretty, charge someone double, triple what it's actually worth. You know, people buy it, and that's really on them. Can't get mad at a company for making money. That's what they're there for. But don't make it off of me. Don't make it off of my family. Don't make it off of my friends. That's why I'm telling you guys this. Don't fall for the shenanigans. Glad to have it in my collection. You know, this is equivalent. You know, some people like collecting Legos. I enjoy collecting coins, space-related things, comic book-related things. You know, like I said, I'm a nerd. These crossover deals will get the average collector that don't know too much, and you know, they're going to rip you off. So just avoid it. But I will keep it in my collection. I like it. Not gonna lie. Up next, this is the only thing that I will show you guys that I did pay for here. Paid spot price for this. This right here, no brainer. If you're looking to not get ripped off, you're not sure about numismatic value, collector value, whatever you want to call it, you can't go wrong with a good old bar. Now, granted, there are some bars out there that do have collector value. People collect bars, you know, based on who made them, how they're stamped. You know, some hand poured bars, you know, they got some really neat rippling going on, toning, that sort of thing, that can make them more valuable to some people. But when you can get silver at spot price, do it. That's my motto. Just avoid getting ripped off. And this here, in my opinion, you know, if you're not all that educated on coins and currency, try to go this route and look up silver spot price before you make the purchase. People are going to want to make a little bit of money, and that's fine. Pay a little bit above if you want to do that. Never pay any more right now. Now, this can change in the future. Never pay any more than $30 for an ounce of silver. That's above spot. 30 is above spot. But you kind of got to figure future value of silver and gold, or whatever metal that you're collecting, palladium, platinum, copper, whatever it is. Don't pay anything above spot if you can avoid it. You know, like I said, paying a little bit above is fine. Just don't get ripped off. Yeah, it's pretty much going to wrap it up for today, guys. Thank you guys for joining in. Be sure and hit that like button and subscribe if you want to. Like I said, I'm here for educational purposes, and you know, like I said, we do our fun things on this channel sometimes too, but don't want you guys getting ripped off if you can avoid it. And I will educate as much as possible. Yeah, like and subscribe, and you know, got some more things coming in the future. Try to go back to our roots probably soon. Another grab bag possibly coming up, if you guys want to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, hope you guys have a great weekend or week whenever you're watching this. just stay tuned for more in the future. Thanks for joining in. John Boy out.